Okay, I'm here with forward Jeff Monfils. Now, Jeff, obviously a ton of your teammates from Cleveland made the transition with you to Niagara. Talk a little bit about playing with those guys for another 4 years, potentially.
It was nice you developed a chemistry with them playing in juniors, and then that transferred over to college. So I'm pretty excited. It's fun.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about some of your guys in Cleveland are now playing on opposite teams in the ACHA. What is that like, seeing guys that you lived with and were teammates with now playing against?
Well, you definitely don't want to let it beat you.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of rivalry type aspect to it, but it's fun.
Definitely. And finally, obviously in juniors you play against guys like Mike Parda, who had a fantastic season right before he came here. What is that like having him as a teammate now? Does that kind of change the way you thought of him as a goaltender, or pretty much the same?
Yeah. Every time I played against him, I didn't like him.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, but now having him on your side, it's a good feeling.
Definitely. And talk a little bit, I know with most of the new guys, we've talked a little bit about the transition from junior hockey into college. Talk a little bit about what that was like for you.
It was pretty tough in the beginning, but once I got my feet wet and started doing everything, it was pretty smooth.
Yeah. And was the academic something that was kind of new to you, or had you been taking a lot of classes in juniors and that kind of made that transition?
My first 2 years I didn't take any, and then my last year juniors I took community college classes part-time, but coming in as a full-time student, it was at first a little difficult to manage time, but once a couple weeks in, it was pretty easy.
And as a guy who's got one of the top face-off percentages on the team, talk a little bit about, have you found your niche in the team? Have you kind of found your role? And talk about how that's going to play out in the upcoming seasons.
I think I have. I'm a grinder, work hard in the corners, don't get scored on, and I think I found it.
Yeah. And as far as the playoffs and then next seasons go, how are you guys approaching as a team, and you personally approaching the playoffs coming up?
It's going to be huge. We've knocked off a couple of ranked opponents in the season. It's going to be good to set a statement. If we win playoffs, going into next year, it's going to transition really well.
Great. Well, thanks, Jeff. And fans, stay on the lookout for one more interview with Max Hyland coming up pretty soon. So look forward to seeing you all at playoffs. Take care.